The Merman's Love Story with Adeline. In a quiet, secluded village nestled within the lush landscapes of Haiti, lived a young girl named Adeline. The village was known for its crystal-clear spring, which was the source of life-giving water for the entire community. Adeline was a curious and gentle spirit, always seeking connections with the world around her. One day, while wandering near the spring, Adeline noticed a shimmering fish gliding gracefully through the water. Its scales gleamed with hues of silver and gold, casting radiant reflections on the water's surface. Fascinated by its beauty, Adeline reached out her hand, almost instinctively. To her amazement, the fish didn't dart away in fear, but instead, it came closer, almost as if acknowledging her presence. From that day on, Adeline and the fish formed an unusual bond. She named the fish Tezen, meaning friend, in Haitian Creole. Every morning, Adeline would visit the spring, and Tezen would swim to the edge of the water, waiting for her with its gentle eyes. With a touch of Adeline's hand, the water transformed into the most refreshing, cool, and sweet liquid, satisfying her village's thirst. Adeline's father, Jean, was a stern man who held traditional beliefs close to his heart. One day, he caught sight of his daughter sharing laughter and stories with the fish. An unease settled in his heart. He believed such connections went beyond the realm of the natural and began fearing that this friendship was altering Adeline's very essence. With a heavy heart, Jean decided to intervene. He sternly ordered Adeline to stay away from the spring and Tezen, hoping that this command would sever their bond. Adeline obeyed, but her heart ached with each passing day. As her laughter faded, her spirits withered, and the village spring lost its magical charm. Adeline's brother, Philippe, saw an opportunity in their father's decision. Consumed by jealousy, he longed for the enchanting relationship his sister shared with Tezen. Seeking to fill the void in his heart, Philippe defied his father's orders and ventured to the spring one fateful night. The moon's gentle glow illuminated the scene as Philippe whispered words of friendship to Tezen. But the waters remained still, unresponsive to his longing. In a fit of anger and frustration, Philippe threw a stone into the water, shattering the tranquility of the spring. As the ripples subsided, the water seemed to whisper a mournful song. Suddenly, Tezen emerged, its eyes carrying a sorrow that spoke of betrayed trust. With a flick of its majestic tail, the fish leaped into the spring, sending water cascading like tears. And then, Tezen was gone. Adeline, heartbroken and torn between her family's wishes and her own feelings, knew that her friendship with Tezen had cost her dearly. As her father and brother bickered in the aftermath of their actions, Adeline turned her back on her family and her village, her tears mixing with the waters of the once magical spring. But the story didn't end there. One night, as the villagers slept, the spring overflowed, flooding the land with its sorrowful currents. In the midst of the rising waters, Adeline saw a figure emerging. It was Tezen, transformed into a majestic mermaid, a crown of shimmering shells adorning her hair. Tezen extended a graceful hand, and Adeline, filled with a mix of hope and longing, reached out. Without a word, Tezen enfolded Adeline in her watery embrace. The floodwaters carried them away, beyond the confines of the village, to the heart of the ocean where Tezen reigned as king. Amidst the waves, Adeline found a sense of belonging and understanding she had never known before. The village was left with the memory of a magical spring that had once granted wishes and quenched their thirst. Jean and Philippe learned a hard lesson about the value of unconditional love and acceptance, even when it came in forms they didn't understand. The loss of Adeline was a constant reminder that prejudice and fear could drive those we love away. As for Adeline, her journey with Tezen became a testament to the power of friendship and the resilience of the human spirit. And every time the waves danced under the moonlight, the village could almost hear the faint laughter of a young girl and the melodic song of a fish-turned-mermaid, echoing through the currents of time. Thank you for listening to the entire story. Let me know in the comment which part of the story you have preferred. Don't forget We post real story every week. Subscribe now to the channel to be part of those who will access our upcoming supernatural stories.